Hey, welcome to Ice Age TV. Thursday morning, continued conversation. Sitting, oh my gosh, the DC area, it's just traffic, and I got to take care of business. Then I got to get back home, get my truck and trailer loaded up so I can go to Tennessee. So, anybody following me, you kind of know what's going on, but man almighty. Try and get out of here by 2-3 o'clock today, but I don't think that's going to happen because I'm just getting stalled beyond stalled. But oh well. But I got our society, the cheat of our society. And a few things I kind of forgot to mention in that. I was thinking to myself about how, look at Russia, look at Vladimir Putin, and how he has gone full assault against Ukraine. Well, if you kind of understand the reason, it's because Ukraine took part of Russia's territory. So for Vladimir, his position is he's been cheated. He thinks he's been cheated from his country's sovereignties, that he deserves to have Ukraine's territory back. Yeah, I mean that's there you go. I was talking earlier this morning about when people feel cheated, what do they do? How do you handle that? Do you react to the situation? Do you respond to the situation? As we know, reaction is an explosion. It's usually fighting. Responding is usually trying to resolve things. So, once again, I just am kind of following up on the cheat. More than ever, I think in our society, we are seeing the way people feel when they get cheated. Yeah, and sadly, people get violent. Yes, very much so. You can just look at so many different scenarios of how, in fact, the media tries to divide us over race, and that's a huge thing. That the one side is basically telling people that the one color of people in this country have been cheated on. Yeah, and so what does that create? It creates two different views. What are reparations all about? Yeah, the reparations are all about people believe that the colored people in this country were cheated of their, capabilities, and they're due, severance for that. Yeah, I mean, it's worldwide. Look at the Jewish people, where the Germans and the Swedish took all of the Jewish people's, goods and businesses and land, and where's all that conversation? Yeah, the Holocaust, you can go through the list of what, of why people feel they've been cheated, and then they justify, since they've been cheated, what they can do to others to, get back what they felt like they were cheated out of. Oh my goodness gracious. Hey, is this a car channel? What the heck is the Iceman doing now? But now here's the big story is, for me, I'm going to Tennessee. Here's the danger. When you have multi-brands of products and you get addicted to one brand, like you notice what I'm driving today? I'm driving the Charger Hellcat. Yeah, I just love this thing. In all reality, I'd just rather drive this thing to Tennessee and just ride the Indians down to Tennessee, right? Wouldn't that make more sense? Yeah, sense? What's sense, right? Yeah. Hellcat, Redeye, is just so badass. I get people probably get sick of hearing it, but yeah, you're riding along with me, right? I'm not sure if they're in the passenger seat, listen to me yabba dabba do. So yeah, I don't know. So I got mixed feelings on I really want to drive the Raptor truck down. I just love that Raptor truck, and I haven't been driving it much lately. So I think I'm going to take the Raptor truck down. The kid wants me to take the Ram Cummins truck, but the way I think about things is the Ram truck has lots of miles on it. The Raptor barely has any miles on it. Yeah, so drive the Raptors. Plus that Raptor just soaks up the bumps. It's just such a great truck. I'd just rather take that. Once I'm down there, don't get me wrong, I'll probably change my mind between now and the time I load up. But you know what is interesting is, and this, for anybody that's on my channel that's a dealer, oh man, I just missed my exit because I'm here yabba dabba doing. So that just cost me a lot of time. Yeah, I just made a huge mistake yabba dabba doing, and now I'm going by a major exit that I should have got off of. So that's a 10-minute, that's a 10-minute mistake. because I got to go down the road, way down the road to turn around and come back way up the road. Yeah. And I wasn't even talking. I was just like, stay focused on what you're doing. And I didn't even open my video thing up to do this, but oh well. It is what it is. Yeah, that's a huge mistake. Anyway, so, I got to think about this morning again, and once again, it's nobody calling out the car dealerships. But let me tell you something. The car dealerships, I think, are in a lot worse condition than people realize. I think their cash flow has disappeared. I truly believe the car dealerships are hurting their cash flow. I mean, it's a no-brainer. If less people are buying things, there's less cash flow. And the only reason I bring that up is because for me, I've bought a lot of cars lately, and it's taking forever for the registration and the tags to get done. And I just understand. I know what's going on. It's the delay of paying off things to get things done. And even to the point now, I'm sitting here trying to get money refunded back to me on cars that I sold that I'm due monies for all the add-ons. And that's even taking a lot of time. So I really, truly believe all these car dealerships, their cash flow it's not good. And they're having to manage, who gets paid, who doesn't get paid. I mean, that's the real story is, who gets paid, who doesn't get paid. And so, I already know when you have to take care of your vendors to continue to keep your parts coming into your dealership, and you have to keep on paying your suppliers that supply your cars. The list goes on and on and on. But the customer, they're kicked to the curb. They'll get their money when they get their money. I mean, that's kind of the position. Man, it's such a bummer. Now I'm in manager. This has totally killed my day. Can't believe I did it. What do you do to yourself, right? What do you do to yourself? You're major traffic. This is a major stall. And so I need to get the road to go back that way. So I need to go always down the road just to turn around. You hear it all the time. People talking on their phones. It goes on all the time. You're distracted. I mean, I know so many people, you talk to me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I just missed that exit I was supposed to get off of. Because you're distracted talking. Oh, there goes a guy. Look, I like it. See that? There's a guy giving me a little wave in that SRT. Good looking car there. Beautiful car. So anyway, yes, more than ever. So I've been saying the last few days, are we into the unknown? We're in the unknown. I don't think that we really have seen how this starts to play out, because for us, we just haven't had these type of circumstances before. So once again, I think it's gonna be a rude awakening. For one thing for sure for me, I hope I'm wrong. For anybody watching my YouTube channel, I hope that the economy levels out. The fuel prices, I think, really need to go down. The car prices really need to go down. Houses prices really need to go down. Food prices really, but how's that going to happen? It's not going to happen. Everybody continue to show up to buy everything. Only way that changes is when people stop buying things. Hello. Hey, Mr. Iceman, what the heck are you doing, right? I hear you. I know. You're a hypocrite. So anyways, the morning conversation's been cheated. People, how do you handle things when you feel like you've been cheated? And all of us have had that happen to us. That's just mankind. It's a big problem. We just know so many stories, like in sports. There's just a list of coaches and athletes that cheated. Oh, and then here's the latest. You probably heard about this guy in a fishing tournament. He's filling his fish up that he caught with lead and other stuff in it so that he wins the contest based on having the heaviest batch of fish. Have you heard that story? Good Lord. How desperate are you? But it's all about the money. It's always all about the money. The money. That's all it's ever about. It's the money factor. That's what drives man to cheat. Hello. So many young people watch my channel. It's on the surface it's easy to cheat, but at the end of the day, it usually doesn't play out very well. So hopefully the message to others is, how do you handle and everybody will be cheated on. That's just the reality. And what do? Yeah, I know some people, you curl up on a ball. And here we are, just getting off here now. And as you can hear the car motor revving down the road, right? Pretty sweet, isn't it? Yeah, so anyway, so busy day, a lot of driving. Not only am I working today, put a good 100 plus miles, but then I got a good 400-mile road trip to get down to Tennessee to do some motorcycle riding. And yeah, once I'm down there, geez, oh my gosh. When you have too many vehicles, what plays out? What do you pick and choose? What do you enjoy? What don't you enjoy? Does one thing ruin for the other thing? Yeah, I mean, sincerely, does, riding one thing versus riding the other thing, that you're kind of like, yeah, I don't like that thing anymore. Yeah, I've been down that road, so we're going to be blessed. We're going to be able to get up here on the road. Total U-turn up here to go northbound because I was a yabba-dabbing, and that's how that plays out. Now, I'm hearing insurance in their home, they're going to be giving like $80,000. That's a lot of money, but I tell you what, if you have any real damage to your home in today's world, economics, 80 grand ain't going to put it back together. So there's already talk that a lot of people are going to scam that. You know how many stories there are of people scamming the pandemic monies, huge monies. So yeah, so now all the people that get insurance for their home, now somebody else has to pay for it. We live in a society more than ever where you pay for others' problems. And now the college $10,000 wipe that clean, that's got a lot of language into it. It just isn't that easy that you get that $10,000 wiped from your debt. That doesn't seem like a lot of money to me. I mean, I think colleges are like $50,000 to $200,000. So 10 grand to me sounds like, what? That ain't a lot of money. I mean, I don't know why people are fighting over that. I mean, really? I don't get that at all. Wow. So that's another ongoing conversation with people thinking they're going to benefit from having $10,000 relieved of their student loan money. And like I've said all the time, why don't the people just argue with the college and the lender that gave the money to them? I know it gets much more complicated than that, but wouldn't you think that just talking to the college and the lender that you're not happy with what happened, can you give me a little relief? I mean, wouldn't you think that'd be a good idea? Yeah, anyways, it's all the challenging times, the people that felt they got cheated. I mean, there's a perfect example that how many college students right now feel like they got cheated. Yeah, I mean, that's what's going on. They feel like they got cheated. They got charged too much for their education, and they're not happy about it. I mean, there's a great example, just what I've been talking about, of the anger within us and those college people that feel like, yeah, I mean, to agree, I don't disagree on the colleges are so expensive. So some of the most lucrative money machines out there are colleges. Yeah, hello. I told you about the NCAA. It's the most profitable sports organization in the world. Yeah, I wonder why. Yeah, Do players get paid? That's been a whole other conversation. Somebody's calling. Oh, the fun of the Hellcats. I mean, this thing is just so much fun. I got it in track mode right now, and oh my goodness gracious. This thing just wants to dance and play. I mean, just what a fun car, man. I mean, for a four-door sedan car, I mean, can you have any more fun than this? I mean, what do they make out there? I know the BMW and the Mercedes make some pretty badass, AMGs and M series, but I mean, damn shame is these cars getting close to those prices, really, but not really. I mean, I think a M5, M6, whatever, M7, whatever. I'm not a Beamer guy, so I don't really follow all the Beamer stuff, but I know they got some pretty badass M series, and but once again, those are like $100, $125, $150,000. Mercedes-Benz AMG 4-door sedan, full size. What's that thing? 200? Yeah, I mean, so for 85 grand, 86 grand. Back in the good old days, 70 grand. Not the wide body though. Wide bodies, They didn't give those away. So the Redeye, I can't see this guy that bought this guy at a giveaway price. He may have got a little discount, but I doubt much. But you don't know till you know, right? But this thing's just so much fun. You hear this thing? I'm assuming through my phone you can kind of hear what's going on. We're bumper to bumper, stupid traffic as always. If you know what I mean. A lot of people just love the Challengers. I drive around all the time, and there's just so many people. You know, everybody seems like the Challenger, which is nice. The retro car, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so this thing here, just oh my gosh, hear that thing? I mean, just hear that? I can actually hear a little bit how that echoes out the back of this car, if you know what I mean. And in the track mode, you know, I'm kind of surprised. It's not as radical as I thought it'd be. You know, it's not as, like, choppy. You kind of know what I'm saying? Yeah, I thought it'd be a little bit more of a stiff suspension. And, so far, it's not too bad. Steering's about the same. You kind of, well, you can probably feel it there a little bit. But, like I say, it's kind of, it's not bad. I mean, actually, I could ride around track a lot. The big difference is you get the fuel economy that goes down. There's the undercover boy that's looking for a guy like me. You know, that's the danger, is this guy being a car that you'd never guess that, you know, he's going to be, well, that car there. That would, if you're oblivious to that, then, yeah, you're going to get a ticket. But every now and then they ride around these just sleeper vehicles that, you know, that you're just totally oblivious to. Yeah. Had a guy in another Jeep a while back there trying to kind of hang with me, and yeah, you're not going to do that if you have the Trackhawk you are. Trackhawk is fast. I mean, that's a really nice package. I just about got one. I mean, before it's all said and done, will I probably have one? Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, you know, but they're not making them anymore, so they're even more valuable. So here's an M series guy right here. Up here, or no, an AMG. Is that an AMG right there? Oh yeah, look at this here. So in that car there, that could be a sleeper car if that guy did something to it. You know, that's a little, yeah, he kind of likes to see if he wants to play. I can kind of see him in his. And then you want it now, you kind of laid back right there, if you know what I mean. Yeah, alright, so this guy here is. Sometimes the cops sit right here in this little pocket right here. Yeah, the only thing you kind of learn when you run these roads, you know, and where you get yourself in trouble is you don't know the roads. I can't emphasize enough. If you don't know the roads and kind of where the police hang out, you're an idiot. Yeah, I should have had the window down for you in that little experience. I mean, just so much. Just a great car, man. Wow, how many times am I going to say it, right? And, you know, even for me, I question myself giving up my 2019 Hellcat Charger, but I can honestly say now, for what I gave up for this, oh yeah, man. I mean, just awesome. Let's put down the windows and get some noise here. Yes, the cops over there and way back there going, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?" I mean, just fun. Oh, that was a huge bump right there. That felt that. Got a guy in a Toyota or a Honda coming up. He's going down the lane. The Camry. Oh, here you are again. So see, it doesn't end, man. It just doesn't end. Doesn't end. Or, you know, the traffic. This DC area, it's the worst. Beyond the worst. Good luck. And here come the cutters. These people are like, I ain't gonna get behind you. I'm gonna run all the way up down the lane there. And this guy here, so this guy's like, no, you're not doing that. That guy's like shutting that guy down. But that guy's like, screw you. I'm doing whatever the hell I want to do. Yeah, you seen this routine on the roads before? Yeah, we know. Oh, what's interesting here is I thought this right-hand lane ended up here and forced you in. So yeah, it does. That's what I thought. They've redone this whole roadway. I mean, it's just incredible. It's just incredible. You ride around this area, and if you sit at your house for 6 months and don't get on the roads, you'll be befuddled when you go out and ride around. You know, one thing I haven't looked at is you can go to these SRT pages, and I think you can go to the horsepower. It actually shows you, you know, how much power you're using. Let's see here. If that's there. That starts to tell you anything. Orange page is loading. It's somewhere on here. I know that. I've seen it before, but I can't remember. Just too much information, if you know what I mean. So there it is. Timers, engine. Okay, so is that it there? Horsepower, there it is. See that? That was 180 horsepower right there. So, you know, you think to yourself, this thing has, you know, 800 horsepower basically. So really, you know, when do you see that total all out, like 0 horsepower, because I'm just coasting. How many foot-pounds? It's pretty cool. Just all the technology that you can get out of these things. It's just incredible. So what's that there? Miles per hour, torque, gears. There's your gear, second gear. I can't believe, so this is an exit ramp to get off this main road here. I just can't believe I'm locked down on this. Yeah. Just doesn't end. Yeah, my day's turned a long day. I always wanted to be back to my house by noon, and that ain't happening. I'm not going to get home till like 1 o'clock or later, and then I got to pack up, and it'll be 4 o'clock before leaving town at best. It's just the way it's going to play out. Oh well. Project now is loading the truck up. Yeah, it's a project. And for me, I totally didn't realize yesterday, I didn't even realize today's Thursday. I mean, the days just go by so quickly for me. Life, it's just as incredible. So here we go. See, as I was saying, this road here, you know, this is supposed to go on. Why there's all this? I don't understand that at all. You know, well, people are skirting the right lane for the left lane, right? They feel like they've been cheated. Oh, this is a pretty good area too here, but I don't really have a lot to kind of play with because of, I don't know. 509 horsepower right there. So I still was basically 300 horsepower short of the all-out get-out. If you're behind this car riding down the road, it is pretty cool. So we got here, we got third gear. So we got third gear. It's that second gear that you got to catch. Today's a decent day. These tires here will definitely connect. Like if you want to do 0-60 stints, you definitely can do that, and probably get a pretty good time. If you've probably never been good at that, I never really practiced, so you got to practice. You got to really know how to launch it. That's the whole trick. At first 60 feet is the difference of your good time and not so good. Oh, there's a nice charger up there. Who could that be, right? All right, back in the roads here. Give you some more noise here for you as we kind of come through these little tunnels here. That's all about the noise. Maybe you figured that out yet? Anybody figured that out? Anybody figured out why people don't like the electric vehicles? It's that empty noise road. And what people don't understand is people are so used to hearing noise. Here comes a Subaru guy in a station wagon. He's hauling ass. I mean, I don't know where that guy's going, but he's hauling ass. Yeah. So the challenge on that is you're so accustomed to going down the road and hearing that engine noise or that exhaust, and you get an electric vehicle, you know, it's just that's that silent noise, and that's what kind of is just kind of weird for all those individuals out there that like to have that, you know, engine exhaust noise. And, you know, that's if you're a motorhead, that's what you want to hear. You want you want to hear this car, you know, going down the road, making noise. You got the speed against all an S. Everybody kind of went by earlier. Guy in that AMG with the orange wheels. He's everybody's doing their rocking and rolling. It's weird. These local precincts of police, like the Fairfax County Police, is right over there, and they literally would just spend a day out here on the motorcycle cops, and they'll literally sit up in this area here, and they have a field day, because this is an area here where everybody goes through here at like 70, 80 miles an hour, and they just do it like once or twice a month. They just set up shop, and they just hang out here all day long, just giving people tickets left and right. It's all about the quotas, and then you don't see them, and that's where people get crazy. I'll never forget, years ago, a guy was in a 300C Chrysler. I don't know if it was an SRT model or not, but he was like out of state. And I mean, I felt for the guy, because we should come up here over the hill. We're going to go up, and we're kind of go over a blind spot where you wouldn't be able to tell if a cop's sitting up top of the hill. Sure enough, this guy went from a middle lane maneuver to the left lane maneuver, and he got into it big time, and there's a cop sitting in the left-hand shoulder on the top of this bridge up here, and it's like, pew, bing, bam, done. Which, you know, I feel for the guy. I mean, the guy wasn't driving, like, radically out of control. He just was trying to maneuver out of being behind some slowpoke, and he decided to pull the trigger and just really get into it, and there it is. It's over. And you're considered a reckless driver. Just beyond believable, if you know what I mean. So now we're up here in the open road. I'm going to go back to the autos. I don't feel like burning up the gas. I lost my gas mileage. Let's look. As I'm playing. See that? I was at 20. Now I'm 18.8. Because first of all, we're stuck in 6th gear. So I go to the SRT pages, and I go back to auto. Just watch how it all changes out. See there? So now we're in 8th gear. And it's back to, you can still play around, but it's on, you know, now it's in the lag mode, which, trust me, what I've learned driving these performance cars, you know, over the years is once you start driving fast, it's very addictive, and you just keep on driving fast. And then what happens is you get busted. And that's the challenge you have. If you have these cars, get your little fun time out of you, but if you think you can just spend your time behind the whole of the car just doing crazy speeds and doing crazy things, you'll get busted. And that's what's really weird, is what I've noticed over the years when I drive cars, is once you kind of get that fun factor feeling in you for the day, you start doing that. And I'm kind of like, I think it's like, wow, why am I doing this now? Why am I doing it? What kind of spurred this now? And then I'm like, wake up, you got to stop. You can't get away with doing stupid things. Yeah, I mean, and some people just think you can go for miles and miles and miles and miles and just keep on goosing it and keep on doing, you know, and there's no doubt a lot of people get away with that. But at the same time, I just think that, you know, get your fun out of you and shut it down. So the goal is to keep your license, not lose your license, right? Yeah, when you get pulled over, you feel cheated. Yeah, there's a perfect example. People watch other people drive out on the road crazy, and then you get pulled over, and you just feel like, yeah, I just got cheated because everybody else is doing the same thing. But you picked me to be your quota guy. Yeah, that's the reality. You know, that's the sad part about the roads today. So many people speed and break the laws, and if you get caught, you know, you feel like, why me? I get it. Oscar, I guess the dealerships are watching my videos. These guys just called and said, hey, we got a bunch of money for you. Yeah, I like that. Drive around collecting money. I like that part. So yeah, believe it or not, these guys literally just called me. Just about forgot about it. I just about drove back home to get the truck trailer picked up and loaded, but oh well, you'll see here. Let's see. There's lightning. Look at that. Lightning. Mach 1. What is happening today? Got a guy here, has a bunch of motorcycles. That's obvious, right? What's that all about? Good Lord. No parking is what this is all about. All right, getting back in, getting later in the day. You know, I got to think to myself, last night I finally figured out the production numbers on this Frostbite Blue Redeye Charger wide body. So apparently, which is hard to believe, but apparently you're saying like 2,700 wide body Redeyes were built in 2021, and like 1,500 or so Redeye Challengers were built. So that's kind of hard to believe. Usually the Challenger, and I thought, would be the more popular car. So pretty healthy numbers. And the Frostbite Blue, I have one of 94. The black's very popular, and a few other colors I just can't think off the tip of my tongue are pretty popular out there. But so the Frostbite wasn't big numbers. Cinnamon wasn't big numbers. The Gold Rush was pitiful. It was barely anything. So if he has a Gold Rush Redeye Charger wide body, you got like one of just maybe 4 or 10 or something like that. But I was really surprised that the Charger outsold the Challenger. But anyways, so for me, I got one of 94 factory Frostbite Blue Redeye Charger Hellcats. So that's pretty impressive. And 2,700 built. I mean, you think worldwide production. I mean, it is a worldwide number because people do buy these things overseas. You know, that's not a bad. That's not like a huge number. Yeah, that's more than GT500. So between the, I'm not talking about the Redeye, I'm not talking about the Hellcat. I'm talking about the Hellcat Redeye is what I'm saying versus the Hellcat numbers. I don't know those numbers, but anyways, just sharing information. Boy, I tell you what, man, it's gonna be 2 o'clock before I even start loading up, and I just know the routine too well. But just beautiful weather up here. I mean, incredibly beautiful weather, and these drag radials are awesome. I mean, these things are really nice. And this car here, just what a blast. Yeah, all right. Well, anyways, I don't know. Do I cut it off here? Probably should, because that video just gets to be too long. That's everybody says, like, your videos are so long. I know. Just stop talking. What? Come on. I can't do that. Yeah. Walter Cronkite. I think my grandfather used to watch Walter Cronkite on ABC News. This is back in the early 70s. I think that's who was the every evening's ABC Evening News. Pretty sure it was Walter Cronkite, and then Peter Jennings, I think, replaced him. And then Peter Jennings sadly died young from being a smoker. So years ago, I don't know if this is facts or not, but they say if you smoke most of your life, you shouldn't stop smoking because your lung cancer actually goes up. I read that years ago. I don't know how factual that is, but they say if you're a smoker for 30, 40 years, just keep smoking. Because apparently Peter Jennings, he smoked for like 20 years, and he quit smoking, but then in the end, lung cancer killed him. He should have just kept on smoking. You know, the good old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Yeah, you hearing this, electric vehicle people out there? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just leave it alone. Right. All right, stay tuned for more adventures. Wow, look at that. I haven't had this car out in the real sun with that new satin hood finish. I personally think this just looks really good. I know some people are like, man, you took away the blue. But I'm telling you, I just think that's the look. I think that's the look. That comes up behind you. What are you thinking? Move out of my way.